like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I don't stress about it, I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high-key, running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high-key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Solo might be right back, right back, right back. Oh yes, like that, like that, like that. I told him I'd be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back, told him put the money in the bag, double that. Run it back, told him put the money in the bag, double that, double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it back, 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 run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack, in the truck with his fire tag. Punch the gas, run into the future, past. I'm done with that, but if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Bulls of Tokyo. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Here we go, set. Yellow.
A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones. And he'll get to the 29. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. But you look at this defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that #1 spot.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Okay.
Well, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. You give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. To pass, here's Jordan Love. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick 6 to take the lead.
Part of you have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say that their plan worked to perfection.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short, and now it's 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Love to throw for it on 4th. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as he gets a little more than he needed. 4 yards to pick up there on 4th and 2. Again, it's Love. He'll find DeGuara complete. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And a good way down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, it's Jones. Arnold Ebiketie gets there for the stop. When you look at this defense, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. First and 10, it's Patterson. Cordell Patterson. That one good for 37 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Patterson.
They'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Patterson diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And it's caught. Touchdown. Cordell Patterson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bulls are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Nixon now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Love now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Ritter will set up to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Even in only 10 games, seeing Pitts drop from 1,000 to under 400 yards receiving was tough last season. And he has only 3 total touchdowns in his first 2 years. Still one of the most athletic tight ends in the league. I expect last season to be the anomaly.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 3rd and long now. Ritter. Wide open receiver, complete. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now here's Bradley Pinion now. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Down the sideline he goes, and finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 60 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, And that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Second down, Love. The product of Nigeria by way of Canada. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. That's brought in downfield by London.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check
Both
in
these
with
teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Ready?
Second half begins with a run by Robinson.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Ritter now.
Rolling to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he will will take this one in for a touchdown.
Bijan Robinson, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bulls take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Nixon now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First down, Love to pass. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw now, here's Love.
He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Going back to Love. And it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready?
On third down, here's Jones.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll go again to Jones.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Love's throw brought in by Watson.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
The slot man in motion right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Love. And now here's another interception. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
On play action, here's Ritter. That's going to be caught by Pitts.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here's Ritter.
He completes it to Julio Jones. 3 quarters have come and gone.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
10 cycles.
Ritter off to play fake. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game.
And, my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They begin the drive with Robinson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Sliding out of the pocket. And now off to the races down the right side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Down the right sideline. Moving inside the 20.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Throwing. Love. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 65 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Line ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. He'll buy some time right. Got his man. It's London.